With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
That's a ball.
Take right there, attaboy.
There's a fastball, pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Well, that's not the result he wanted when he dug in there, but I think he went to school a little bit. I expected him to have a better at-bat next time, and I know these scouts are always curious to see how our hitter responds after striking out. More than anything, he's got to have a plan in his next at-bat.
Play ball. Out. 3.
A close one, 9-8 at the end of the game in this one. The East came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Fred McLeary earns the victory on the mound. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plezak and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
Here now our final line score. First, for the victorious East squad, 9 runs, 12 hits. 1 error, they left 15 men on base. For the home team, 8 runs on 15 hits. 1 error, they left 17 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 57 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
With nothing left to do but await his fate, this young hopeful receives a check-in from his former high school coach, who's been acting as his advisor through the process.
Welcome back to the Major League Baseball first-year player draft. The first pick is officially on the clock. With the first pick, the Detroit Tigers select Aaron Fagan, a second baseman from the West region. With the second pick, the Baltimore Orioles select Juan Serrano, a starting pitcher from the West region. With the third pick, the Miami Marlins select Kevin Farron, a first baseman from the West region. With the fourth pick, the Kansas City Royals select Steve McMahon, a right fielder from the West region. With the fifth pick, the Toronto Blue Jays select Roberto Ortiz, a second baseman from the West region. With the sixth pick, the Seattle Mariners select Rico Gonzalez, a center fielder from the West region. With the seventh pick, the Pittsburgh Pirates select Tommy Kwan, a closing pitcher from the West region. With the eighth pick, the San Diego Padres select Dave Shapiro, A starting pitcher from the West region. With the 9th pick, the Colorado Rockies select Will Gaskins. A center fielder from the West region. With the 10th pick, the Los Angeles Angels select Steven Yamazaki. A closing pitcher from the Central region. With the 11th pick, the Chicago White Sox select Josh Knapp. A closing pitcher from the East region. With the 12th pick, the Cincinnati Reds select Juan Cedeno. A closing pitcher from the International region. With the 13th pick, the San Francisco Giants select Angelo Ramirez. A first baseman from the Central region. With the 14th pick, the Texas Rangers select Richard Mendoza. A starting pitcher from the West region. With the 15th pick, the Philadelphia Phillies select Andy Girard. A second baseman from the Central region. With the 16th pick, the Boston Red Sox select Brandon Freeman. A starting pitcher from the West region. With the 17th pick, the Chicago Cubs select Felix Beltran. A relief pitcher from the West region. With the 18th pick, the Arizona Diamondbacks select Will Bolich. A third baseman from the West region. With the 19th pick, the New York Mets select Joel James. A center fielder from the Central region. With the 20th pick, the Milwaukee Brewers select the shortstop from the West region. With the 21st pick, the St. Louis Cardinals select Brandon Lacey. A starting pitcher from the International region. With the 22nd pick, the Cleveland Indians select Salvatore Perez. A center fielder from the Central region. With the 23rd pick, the Washington Nationals select Nathan Hearn. A starting pitcher from the West region. With the 24th pick, the Tampa Bay Rays select Victor Ramirez. A right fielder from the West region. With the 25th pick, the Oakland Athletics select Robert Mills. A first baseman from the East region. With the 26th pick, the Atlanta Braves select Elmer Bonilla. A right fielder from the East region.
After a long and lonely first 2 days of the MLB draft, this player's wait is finally over. While being selected is a major milestone, new draftees still face long odds of ever making it to the big leagues.